Go. All right, all right, all right. So the Lord has been blessing. The Lord do that. The Lord just show up every now and then and he'll just start blessing. Now he blessing all the time. We just don't be knowing it. I'm trying to get this light right, but you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna read the book of Psalms. And we start off with Psalms 3. Oh, do homage to the Lord, lest he become. Okay, so Psalms 3. Lord, how my heart. Lord, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sleepy, yo. Lord, how my adversaries, this is Psalms 3, have increased. How my adversaries have increased. Let me tell you something. You start working for the Lord, your enemies are going to increase. It's just the way it is. Bible says, when I do good, evil is always present. So just brace yourself. It's the way it is. But the word also said that God comforts the downtrodden. God comforts the downtrodden. I think that's in Corinthians somewhere, uh, which I've been reading. Like I read that in the morning. I read the book of Corinthians. Uh, listen, Paul is saying, okay, so, oh Lord, how my adversaries, how my adversaries have increased. Many are rising up against me. Many are saying, "O my soul, there is no deliverance for him in God." But thou, O Lord, art a shield about me, my glory, and the one who lifts my head. God is a shield. He is your glory, and the one who lifts your head. I was crying to the Lord with my voice. Lord says, cry. It says, cry loud and spare not. And he answered me from his holy mountain. Glory. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord sustained me. That's right, even in your sleep. The Lord sustains you even in your sleep. I will not be afraid of 10,000 of people who have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God. Now you gotta understand, David wrote this. And David was at war. He was at war with his son. But you gotta understand, David was at war. For thou hast smitten all my enemies on the cheek. Thou hast shattered the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Thy blessings be upon thy people. So you gotta understand, some of this David is talking literally, you know, because like I said, he was at war. So just wanted to read that. I'm gonna go on a little further, but my eyes are getting heavy. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast relieved me in my distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. Glory. O Son of Man, how long will my honor become a reproach? How long will you love what is worthless and aim at deception? That's a good question. I'm going to stop on that note because we love what is worthless. We love what is worthless. We watch TV shows that are worthless. We know they're worthless, but we love it. Why? Because it's worthless. You know, God doesn't like that. How long will you love what is worthless? That's what the word says. You know why? Because it's distracting for the real reason that you're here. The real reason that you're here is time. But that's what we do. I'm guilty of that. I like to play my little video game. We all do that. We do things that are worthless, and God is not happy with that. And I get convicted when I do that. I feel guilty. I'm like, I've been playing this game for far too long. Let me read some word. So I'll either pray or I'll start reading some word, or I'll just get up and start cleaning around the house because I'm sitting in the same spot doing the same thing and it edifies nothing. And I mean absolutely nothing. And time is precious. Time is a precious, precious thing, you know, because you can't get it back. You can't get your time back. You just can't. Every second that goes by will never, ever, ever come back to you. And that's just the truth. You get older, once appointed man was appointed to live, and then he dies. So you're clicking a second towards death. And it just happens, you know. Uh, God tells you, the word tells you to serve the Lord while you're young. Now, I'm in my 50s and I feel it. I do. I do. I feel it. I can't move about like I used to. I gotta, worry about, a little bit of pain over here, a little bit of this over there. Is my back gonna be okay? Is my knee gonna be all right? I got a little over here in my shoulder. That's just the way it is. That's what he says. Serve the Lord while you're young, because all of these things you're not concerned with. But when you get older, you're concerned with it. You feel all of it. So serve the Lord while you're young. Don't be out there just wasting time. You know, especially with a bunch of people who are not interested in serving the Lord. The word says to come out from among them. What does the dark have to do with the light? You know, go find a silent place. Go pray. Go do homage to the Lord. Go pray to God. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do. When I was in the army, my buddies were out kicking it, and I was praying. And you know what happened? I got lonely. They would go out and have fun, and I got lonely, and eventually I started going out and having fun, and I felt bad. And I'm gonna tell you something. I started going out, meeting people, thought I was having fun, but you know what I noticed? I Even though I'm talented, I was not able to dance. It took a long time for the my rhythm to that music, that particular type of music, to come back, and I realized that it was never mine. It's a spirit that's in you that's moving you. It's another person. And that's hard for people to understand who don't get the spiritual realm. They think that they have this ability. Oh, I can play the guitar, I can sing, and I can. No, 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 no. I wrote the song and that. Nope. No, 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 no. You didn't do any of that. There's a spirit that's inside of you, and that spirit is talking to you, and it's telling you the words to the song, and so you wrote it down. That spirit is allowing you to play that instrument, because when they take that ability away, when that spirit leaves you, it leaves you empty. The next thing you know, you can't play the piano like you used to. You just don't know all the keys, and you're just like, wow, I'm talented. Why can't it? Because it was never your talent. It was never your talent. You have the ability to be talented. You have to understand that. You have the ability. See, the spirits roam to and fro. And the particular spirits, when they want something, when they have to use our body to do it. So when you look at certain programs on TV, there are spirits behind every single program on television. Every single program coming out of your computer, out of your phone, there are thousands and hundreds and thousands of millions of spirits who are behind every single show that there is on TV. If you don't believe me, start watching something you don't usually watch. And next thing you know, you'll start doing it. Just try it. Just something that you just have no interest in. Start watching it. Next thing you know, you'll be like, then you'll go and try it. And it could be something you think is just as innocent, like karate. You'll be like watching karate, like, I never knew how to do karate. I want to learn. You'll start watching it. Next thing you know, you'll be saying everything that they're saying. You'll go out and start doing everything that they do. And then that spirit, that combative spirit will get in you. And next thing you know, you'll just be out somewhere kicking it, and somebody will jump off and say something, and somebody ain't got nothing to do with you. You'll think, because I know karate, that I can walk up to this person, start in trouble, and I can beat them. This will be in your head. I promise you. I promise you right now, if you started watching karate and then eventually you start doing it, you'll go out and you'll think that you can beat the world. No, you cannot. You're gonna go out and get your face beat in. What's happening is the competitive spirit behind what you were watching is now inside of you. Even though you probably don't have the skills to beat this person you think you're going to beat, but you think you do because the competitive spirit is now in you. And it's the same way with all other venues that you watch. Sports and uh, just weird TV shows, the Kardashians. The next thing you know, you'll be caring about whose drapes are in whose house and all kind of stuff that has nothing to do with you. You don't care. Next thing you know, you'll be wearing stuff that they wear and acting all ridiculous and just nitpicky about everything, and now you're melodramatic, and it's just like, what? Where'd this come from? I'm not melodramatic. You've been watching the Kardashians. You've been watching a show that purposely has melodrama so it can spark up these false feelings in you. And now you carried that over. And when somebody says something to you, you start saying the words that you heard off of one of them corny shows. Try to watch some of these shows that are, uh, For the Love of Ray J, and I Love New York, and all these shows with these pseudo celebrities, and they're fighting to be with them. All these fake marriage shows, and see what happens to you. You'll be fake. You'll start faking everything. You'll start trying to keep up with them. You'll want to be Jersey Shore. You'll want to go out and buy these watches that you see them have, and wear these flip flops that you see them have. And you never really gave a damn about it. What happened is that that spirit jumped into you because you've been watching it, and it came right through your eyes, and now it's in your body, and now it's telling you, "Ooh, go out and do this, or go out and say this to these people, or don't hang with these people because they don't have on the latest, yakety yak yak." I'm just trying to tell you. So watch what you do. Watch what you look at, because spirits go right through your eyes. And if you don't believe me, look. If you don't believe me, you can start this 10 to 1. 10 to 1 says you got a menu right now. If you don't, just start rebuking. Just the I rebuke you spirit. If you listen, if you have a habit, if you say, "Oh, I have a bad habit of doing this," you are lying to yourself. You know what the word habit is translation for? Spirit. I have a bad spirit. Don't believe me? Stop. Do you smoke? Well, I have a bad habit of smoking. Do you curse? I have a bad habit of cursing people out. I have a bad habit of, trying to start fights or driving just crazy. I have a bad. You do not have a bad habit. You have a spirit, and what you do to get rid of it is call on the name of the Lord. The word says, "Who shall ever call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered." Call on the name of the Lord. As soon as you start calling on the name of the Lord, that spirit of whatever it is, because it doesn't, it can't be God. Whatever that spirit is, will start to go away, and you're going to feel it. Here's the thing about these spirits: when they leave your body, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna be like, "What was that?" This way, you can't be in denial. Oh, I don't know what that. Oh, it isn't. It's not true. It never happens. Try it. Try it. If you got a habit of hitting people, it just try it. You're eating things you're not supposed to eat. You're lazy. You don't feel like doing anything. Try it. You don't want to go to work. You're ungrateful. Try it. Just try it and start rebuking those spirits and see what happens. It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you. And so do I. Good night.